delay the game with his illusions, cut waves, and Kaori gonna take a bit of a beating here with attack team level 1. Hell, they might even dive the tower because look at where the wave is. And yeah, Collapse, he really wants this first blood. He will get it. Drew might lose his life for this one, but no, Nightfall. Can't really shift spell. But I have to say, it is up top. I mean, I kind of have to hold on to that thought because they just found Mira. Body blocks are coming out from Panto because they want to try and find WS2. There is another losing beam available. Panto, good chase for this, decides not to, however. FISSURE base trip. Sling on HP and mana, and Morel, right as he comes back to lane, trying to show him who's boss. Morel does something very interesting that I've just begun to notice. Down bottom, Collapse ends up falling. They do get Kaori in turn, but it's Rue who gets the kill, and now Nightfall, with the help of the ensnare, might be able to find Rue as well. Snowball coming out by the tusk, gets onto a bunch of creeps. As Rue doesn't have enough mana for another spell. Could have maybe found Mira. Mira, is he actually going to find the skill? I mean, Rue's got Tranquil Boots. He is running his way out of here. That extra 10 move speed plus the regen kicking in is really doing wonders for him. And now, Rue, no way. He's actually going to turn this around and they're going to find the Dark Willow as Collapse comes back. Scans thrown out by Panto. He is going to try and steal this rune. Both sides have a scan going. So Panto, he is aware that there is a Dark Willow in the vicinity, and Panto will just give up his life in the attempt to find the Wisdom Shrine. He gives over the kill to Mira.
Everything you offer has strings attached.
Either way, Orbit Mass done for this Luna, gonna drop down net worth, and the Luna is on top. Mid lane, Morel gets the shield rune. Mira was here to try and snag it, but Morel, he's chasing forward. He really wants to find the skill. There's the tusk coming through with the help of the snowball. Mira, punished for his sins, taken down by the Void Spirit. Kaori making a bit of a move, does have 2 charges of the Black Grimoire, which will give him 400 XP. I don't think that's going to be enough to give him the rock, though, so I'm a bit surprised that he's doing this. In the meantime, Lorinov, found by Morel. Morel, he did get the kill eventually. The earned. And while this is going on, Panto up top ends up falling to WS, but the return kill is found by Yatoro. Lorinov showing up with the Dream Coil. Miran does not have the Bedlam just yet. Still level 5 on the Dark Willow. But with Lorinov coming in, maybe they can actually get this kill, or can they? The lifesteal healing back up. Yatoro lives despite the 3 heroes coming in. He turns around and he fights. He will die in the end, but man, Team Spirit, they get the XP for that one. And while all of this is going on, they had 4 heroes there? That is crazy. All of them died. Doesn't really hurt Luna's itemization too much. Lane though, Lorinov looking for the Invis rune. There's the Golem drop coming through. They're going to be able to find Panto off the back of this at the very least. The Dream Call actually connects on too, and Morel could have been in trouble, but he broke the Dream Call and got out early. Belt of Strength as well, so he's quite tanky. Not that easy to bring down. Down bottom, Collapse has to be careful as WS just solo kills Yatoro. Spirit with yet another smoke. Looking to make a move. Mira stunned up by the bash that was prepped by Collapse. They get the kill. That's the reveal of the Blink Dagger coming through from Collapse. And Team Spirit, it's about time they start making some plays across the map. Morel gonna buy out the Hag Shot on the Void Spirit next. I think a pretty good game so far as Collapse, not too sure where he got caught out. Anyway, Dream Call forward for Rue as well, but Tusk should be fine underneath his tier 2. Lorinov not done yet though. Wants to chase for the skill. Snowball available. He pops it in the nick of time. But where is it going towards? It's going towards Mira on the Dark Willow, who is there protected in the Shadow Realm. Panto, he came in with the banish to save off his Tusk, but he's going to end up dying here. Can they find a return kill though? Yes, they can. It's going to be a very valuable one at that. Nightfall bites the dust. The Naga Siren gone. Down for the count. Lorinov has the Arcane Rune still. He wants to try and fight this. Mira with the Shadow Realm underneath the tier 2. still quite healthy, but it looks like everyone else from Aurora is bailing. They've left Mira for dead. It's gonna be a 2-for-2 exchange, and one that Spirit are gonna be quite pleased with. They lose their 2 supports, but they find the Naga. As up top, Yatoro spots out WS. Rue is around 2, and well, with the help of the tag team, WS should be falling. Maybe he can actually find Rue in turn here. Nightfall's shown up to this party as well. And with the inside, they'll certainly collect the tusk. But the question is, can they find more? Demonic Purge out onto Nightfall. Song of the Siren is there, but no TP out. Kaori shows up, starts channeling the upheaval. Mira has got the Bramble Maze. I think this should be a fight that Aurora can win, but Collapse comes in with the help of that Slytherin Crush. They do lose Panto and Yatoro. However, maybe Collapse and Mirel can do enough damage to try and salvage this fight. No, the Terrorize completely controls up the Slardar. He is gone, and now Lorinov has joined the fray. Dreamcoil is here. This new revamped Aurora is taking the fight to Team Spirit and isn't afraid of the fact that they've got accolades to back it. 2 TI wins don't mean shit in 2026. Highly doubt Nightfall's going to be buying that as his third item. Maybe he does though. Maybe there's a world where he does, as Panto loses his life in the mid lane. Song of the Siren by Nightfall. That is... He used that from very far away, and Yatoro ended up getting caught out as well. I guess he didn't see him coming under the cover of the smoke. Otherwise, I think you can't see the ripple effect from... Well, the Timbersaw can use it just fine too. Just thought that maybe they'd give it to the Naga because she's going to be the one hitting the buildings. This, Mira ends up finding... Rue here. Collapse is trying to find a return kill. He'll have to pop his BKB to find this one. Mira desperately trying to live. Another Shadow Realm is there, and Mira's going to be able to get out. Collapse getting a bit too greedy. Punished for his sins as WS chops him down on the Timbersaw.
Under attack.
Mid lane. Tusk going to get caught out by the ensnare. WS is there. Quick kill going the way of Nightfall. It's tier 2 to fall as well. It's down bottom. Yatoro. It's down bottom. Uh-oh, that's the Bloodthorn being revealed. Unfortunately, the victim of it is going to be Mirel. Up top, they also get Yatoro. Oh no, WS, he just soloed him as he didn't have the... Well, he has the BKB now, but I don't think he had it when the Timbersaw went. They'll also find Rue. And you know what? I don't think Spirit's going to be playing this game much longer. I think they just might tap out here. Double G's could be dropping soon, because they have zero chance of taking away this Aegis from the Timbersaw and zero chance of killing Nightfall either. It's going to be magical thanks to the Bloodthorn. A valiant attempt by Team Spirit as they try and smoke and find the back lines, but instead they find Lorinov first. Lorinov, he's not getting killed off though. The counter initiation is there. Lorinov survives, pops the BKB. As Team Spirit, they do manage to take down the Naga Siren. Kaori is going to fall as well. Yatoro does his work, but now his BKB is run out. Bedlam attempted on top, and WS, he's putting the team on his back. Aurora, they might have lost their carry, but that does not mean they're going to lose this fight. Lorinov with the phase shift, surviving, orbs away. The Timbersaw loses the Aegis, and Lorinov, Spirit Vessel upon him, Shadow Poison coming through, Illusory Orb though on the back line. They want to try and find Mirel. Where is WS in the meantime? I'm not too sure, but they do end up getting the Void Spirit, and Team Spirit end up losing 4. I believe there was a dieback on Tusk. Aurora, they're going to keep kicking Spirit while they're down as they smoke into the dire jungle. Rue's going to be the first victim of this crazed lumberjack as the Slardar hurled up in the air by the powers of the wind, held in place by the Dream Coil. BKB still available. Bloodthorn comes through, but that's the time to pop the BKB and try and make a move. Yes, as Collapse, he goes in. Yatoro left alone on the back line, however, as the damage is just a bit too much coming out from the Naga with the help of the Warlock as well. The double G's are dropped. Spirit tap out. It's going to be Aurora taking game 1 here in the Grand Finals.
Aurora game. Victory.
Got Spirit going up against Aurora here in a best of 5. Although, Rue is going to be hexed up thanks to the chicken fingers. Nice observer, going to keep an eye on what this Dark Fellow is up to. No chance to pop the Shadow Realm. WS levels up the Whirling Death. Panto, nice cogs out onto 2. This time around it's going to be a 2 for 2 on the bounty runes as Yatoro desperately trying to find Mira. Should be able to get the kill, but he himself has taken a ton of damage in pursuit of this kill, and Kaori is going to try and chase him down. Fairy Fire's there for Yatoro, keeps him alive, and he's probably going to have to go back to base. Makes some pretty good CS, although Panto fighting into Mira. Mira has to be careful. Power cogs are available for the clockwork, and Mira is going to be caught out. Yatoro showing up as well. Body blocks coming in. Shackle is there. Looks like Mira is going to concede his life. Another kill going the way of Yatoro in the bottom lane. That's caused him a fair few creeps, though. Down bottom though, Mira getting caught out again in the cogs, and with the help of the rocket barrage, they might be able to find the shaman again. The flak cannon shots flying out. Yep, they're gonna get the kill. Yatoro on a killing spree already. Okay, nice spots dropped down bottom, and with the liquid frost collapse, he's gonna be caught out by the shackle. Nightfalls, yeah, he's probably gonna be taking the kill, although the hammer of purity was not there. Eventually though, Nightfall does get the kill thanks to the slow from the Degen Aura. Ending this tier 1. Drops the Aethershock. Bramble Maze is there from Rue. Mirel drops the Dragon Tail as Mira. He is just gonna fall. No chance to even get off the shackles. Even Panto showing up for the party in the mid lane. As this time around, I think Panto might have dove a bit too far. He goes underneath the tier 2. The tower aggroes him and he falls. Mirel though, gonna be getting a lot of pressure off on this tier 1 because that siege creep is alive. Look at that, tier 1 tower down to around 600 points of health. 7 minutes into the game. Wisdom Shrine being contested here. Yatoro, he shows up. Collapse gets the one up top. So if Spirit finds this, that would be absolutely huge. And indeed he does. Yatoro getting himself another kill. Well, mid lane. Panto once again getting caught out on the clockwork here. Nightfall even showing up to this one as the Omni Knight starting to get involved. Lonoff will be the one to get the kill though. His matchup against the Omni. Collapse is closing in on that Helm of the Dominator. There's Nightfall. He might just find the kill, but that high spot from Kaori. Once again, this man on his Jakiro. Just a treat to watch as that Stampede did diddly squat. TP's come towards the bottom lane right as they see that Kaori. He tried to TP out, but it got cancelled by, I believe it was the Bramble Maze. Although, I don't think he minds, just turns around and drops the Macro Fire on Clockwork. Nightfall gets the kill, and once again it's Panto, the de facto punching bag for Aurora. Sloranov struggling a little bit on the Ember. No earn charges for him. He tries to make a play for the rune, but it doesn't come through. Kaori instead shows up to the other one and denies it. Panto, level 5 on the Clockwork, trying to chase his Jakiro, and they will commit the Stampede. Kaori gonna pay for this deny with his life. That's okay. A rune deny for a kill and Stampede being used. I think Aurora will take that. Nightfall goes on a bit of a world tour. Not too sure who they're looking to find. They're trying to wrap all the way around for Yatoro. As Nightfall, smoke breaks. Yatoro sees him and he just runs underneath his tier 1. They're gonna have to drop Serpent Wards if they want to find this kill. Nice rocket flare actually slows down Mira enough that Mira cannot close the gap and get off the disable. They will find the kill. Kaori in some trouble as well as Yatoro. Let's lose the rocket barrage. It's 4 heroes down bottom though coming in from Aurora. Can they actually take this fight? Mirel shows up. He's got a blink. Dragon form up in 6 seconds as Loranov has got the flame guard. And there's Mirel. There's the initiation you're looking for. But Yatoro, he's surrounded. He's surrounded by 3 heroes from the side of Aurora. He's trying to run away, but he can't outrun the Omni Knight. The slow from the Degen Aura is just a bit too much. And then the damage coming in from the Hammer of Purity, a bit too much to handle. This Nightfall Omni gets himself a triple kill. Absolutely massive, salvaging that fight. Illusions are pretty good to dispel. Yes, it's kind of nice, but can't help but feel that most of the time you don't really want to have this item. As Yatoro, speaking of, they're going to make a bit of a go on him. Nice cogs laid out defensively. He's trying to throw them towards Nightfall, but Nightfall does not give a fuck. He's got Repel on him. standing his ground, trying to deliver. They will lose Panto, as Panto willing to give up his life. He does so, but man, Aurora, they still get so much more. They take down Collapse to TP, then they get Mirel, all to save their carry. The Save Your Buddy syndrome ends up affecting Spirit. And it's a Nightfall under the cover of smoke. Panto. Curious hook shot out onto Loranov. Not too sure what that was for. And he will lose his life. What? Oh. Initiation straight on top of Mira. The Shadow Shaman, though, being kept alive thanks to the foul play as well as the purification. Although the stun from Collapse, it got out 3. So it's gonna be Team Spirit who wiped the floor with Aurora. Quick buyback out from Mira, but man, blink and you miss it. That team fight's over, all thanks to Collapse and his Blink Dagger. Beautiful initiation coming in from him. BKB almost done for Yatoro, but they're not gonna stick around and wait for it. They know they've got themselves the Aegis. As Collapse is creep being caught, Loranov was quick with a slide though, dodges out the chains and the Stomp coming in from the center. Collapse, nice 4-stuff, actually keeps him alive for a little while longer. Panther gets a hook shot off on the backlines, catching out Mira, but who's Yatoro dealing with? Well, I'm not too sure, because Ru has just been killed off on the backlines. Yatoro, he is hitting neutral creeps. As Team Spirit, not too sure what that was. Oh, Yatoro spots out WS. Clash trying to blink forward and find a storm. Mira attempting to TP out. It's a nice ice path that will catch Yatoro off guard, but will leave Mira for dead too. Roaming Missile continues to chase WS. There's the hookshot coming in along with the Stampede. BKB TP out though, as the BKB piercing disable has been used. Mira will fall, but that's all Aurora gonna lose. Excellent, picked up by Yatoro, taking a page out of Thompson's book. And they spot the Ember, but the Ember quick to remnant away as the smoke breaks. And guess what? Panto, he's been caught out. Snakes plus the Hex are enough to bring down the Clockwork, but soon it's going to be Mira joining him by the wayside as the damage coming in from Yatoro. A bit too much. W is dropping very low, and Yatoro will be able to pick up the kill. Nightfall on the run as Loranov as well, trying to get away with the help of those remnants, and Collapse is there to get the cancel with the Hoof Stomp. Panto buying back as he just shows up for moral support, but no, he's actually caught someone out. It's actually Nightfall on the Omni Knight who's trying to turn around. Repel up in a bit, but he's silenced by the Orchid, and there's Collapse once again with the Hoof Storm. Dragon Tail to follow. Aurora are gonna lose all 5 members as Team Spirit take the fight to them and come out on top. WS, he's going to be the one to break the smoke. The stun is instant. Collapse following it up with the Hoop Stomp. Can they actually burst the Timber Saw? No, he gets off the BKB. He's fine for now. The reactive armor keeping him alive through the physical damage. In the meantime, though, Mira getting ripped to shreds as Collapse puts Yatoro on his back, takes him around for a joyride. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, because the side of Spirit have lost Ru, and Collapse with the Lotus Orb dispels the chain, gets away with the 4-star from Panto. Sliding like Shah Rukh Khan, but in the meantime, Aurora, they're just going to back off. Well, Roshan's up for the taking. Round number 2, this time with the banner. And a hook shot straight out onto Mira, as Mira was standing under an observer ward, it seems. Gets away though, for the time being. However, Collapse goes in on the centaur looking for the real Mira, but the real Mira blinks out. He lives to tell the tale, but it leaves Nightfall alone on the front line. He's gone. And Panto, he's just trying to survive Loranov, who pops the BKB. He finds the Tin Man in a tin can. And Ember, attempting to TP out, will succeed with the BKB. But Yatoro, ooh, nearly soloed by WS on the Timber Saw. But the BKB keeps him alive. Yatoro finds the kill. Now Roshan, Jesus Christ, he's going to be okay. Yatoro, although in the meantime, Kaori, he has been caught out as well. Bloodthorn will make quick work of him as Loranov shows up. But it's too little, too late. Party's over, drinks are out. And the buffet is over. Macrofire is going to be doing. He drops the Macrofire, collapse. He is looking for Kaori. He has an idea that the Jakiro would have been here. And look at that collapse. He is not going to let Kaori go, saving the Hoop Stomp. Crossbow bolt towards him with a crippling crossbow as Yitoro finds a yet another kill. Aurora's going to come through, and look at that. Expertly kited too. He's trying to bait the side of Aurora in. Mirel though gets baited in himself. This very scant and underpaid Dragon Knight tried to blink in, although look at that flak cannon going off. The Hoop Stomp from Collapse was perfect. The setup is there from Team Spirit as they're not going to fall by the wayside. They're taking the fight to Aurora despite them winning out game 1 and knocking them down to the lower bracket. Collapse. He's going in, trying to find Lorinov. He pops the BKB. But Aurora, they've lost this fight. And more so than that, Yitoro, he's going to go knocking on the high ground. They don't want the Aegis. Instead, they want to force out some buybacks and then force Aurora to fight outside their base. And looks like it's going to be mega creeps here. Nightfall not buying back. Okay, well, there is the initiation coming in. The Ember flying around with his many remnants. Refresher off committed. WS, he's managed to take down one, but it's only the support. In the meantime, Yitoro trying to stand his ground with the Rapier and fight back. He's got the Satanic trying to heal himself back up, but Yitoro's dropping low. Yitoro's going to fall. The Rapier hits the deck. As Team Spirit, they might have just outplayed themselves. Collapse hit by the Walling Death. His HP getting chunked down. The Macropire is here. 2 cores are dead without buyback, and Nightfall gets himself the Rapier. Absolutely massive for this Omni Knight. And guess what? Roshan's up, so Aegis can be claimed. And Aurora, they're thinking about this. They want to move into the pit. Roshan not gonna roar this time around because it's the enemy team. It's the other team killing him. Well, Kaori, he's been assassinated by Rue on the Dark Willow, but Rue might end up paying a very, very hefty price for this. Hurls himself up in the air, but gets cut down by the Timbersaw. WS loses his life. Buyback coming in now from this Dark Willow. She is gonna TP right to the outpost. WS could go for a solo kill. Buyback coming in from Kaori as well. He recognized that this is a chance that they can win this game. Roshan roaring the second time. I'm a bit surprised that that happened. Oh, that might have actually been the Bramble Maze. Rocking Roshan, was that intentional? Well, if it was, it's a very high-level play. Mirel, he's found the Shadow Shaman, but it's cost them the life of their Dark Willow. They're trying to attack the Aegis. Who's going to get it? Battle on the clockwork. He snatches the Aegis. They're going to lose Mirel. But man, oh man, this clockwork, he delivers when it matters. Rapier hits the deck again. Yitoro gets it back as he is back from the grave. This game, delivering on all fronts as Kaori trying to run. Nightfall just drops the double G's, man. He knows this one so well. No buyback on the Ember, no buyback on the Omni. Team Spirit level the series 1-1.
Team Spirit victory.
I do wonder if Nightfall is going to go for the sweet release facet. Competitive order for Aurora going to steamroll them. As level 1 smoke, and they're going to catch out Yitoro. Bushwhack is there. Yitoro, he wasn't even morphing back up in HP, and he's going to fall as a result. Kaori is the one who draws first blood with the Shadow Word ticks. And that is huge. The magic stick. Hoof stomps out. Looks like it's going to be 3 for 2 on the bounty runes. Although Nightfall's here with the Stifling Dagger. They're trying to body block Collapse and see if they can maybe get themselves a center. Good 2-man impale, but it's not going to save Collapse's life. He will fall too. Track the wave yet again behind my tier 1. Rue tries to snag some XP, but might be in some trouble. He does have the boost, but the Shadow Word is taking him out slowly but surely. Another dagger would do it. Nightfall, though, has got the Phantom Strike and he finds the kill. Nightfall. Trying to make a play for Collapse here. Collapse is taking quite a bit of damage and no way to get out of here. No level 6 for him, so he will fall to Mira's rotation. Nightfall finds yet another kill. PA off to a solid start as Team Spirit. As the smoke breaks, they spot out Rue on the next, drop the Dream Coil and leave the kill for Lorinov. Down bottom, Stampede coming through, and look at this, Mirel, he just got the boots of travel, so Nightfall might have overextended a tad bit here. Gonna be quickly punished by the rotation coming in from the Viper, the Aghanim Scepter. Mid lane, drop the golem, committed for good old Panto, and they get the kill. TP's coming in though, Yatoro shows up, and so does Mirel. Okay, Nightfall, Scan did connect, so he's just backing off. Anticipated that gank, and they will just settle for Kauri here on the Warlock. Has a Fairy Fire and a Wand. He's gonna make it a little bit tedious, but the Shadow Poison's there, and guess what? Yatoro, he just comes in and collects the kill himself. Looking to pressure the bottom tier 1, but slowly killing off the bottom tier 1, but AUORA already found a trade. Hell, they might find a punish too. Collapse. Spotted here, Dream Coil gets dropped, Collapse, breaks it, there's the Bushwhack follow-up coming in from Mira. Helps them secure the kill, but look who's here, it's Panto, Demonic Purge, laid out onto Nightfall. That's a nice golem with the Fatal Bonds, connecting and lashing onto multiple units. Yatoro, feeling a bit scared, seems to be backing off now, but he turns into the puck, and Yatoro, well, transformed into that puck, he's definitely gonna find one kill, right? Yeah, he's gonna take down Kauri. But they save Nightfall, and that's the more important thing to note. Even though they ended up using the golem, the fact that Nightfall lives is huge. Oh, Mirel is going to be spotted here. Standing inside is another Toxin there, so he's not easy to find. The break comes through. That means the crit is only going to proc once. And hell, it's not even going to proc, because the PA was broken, but the damage is there from Lorinov. And up with the Illusory Orb, they get the kill, although Mira probably going to be dropping for this. Oh, wait a second. Bushwhack out onto 2. Can this guy actually live? Teleporting out. Yatoro looking for the kill. One more right click. No! Mira gets out. Mid lane. Mirel going to be caught out. That's a very good disruption though. Panto just TP'd in. However, they're going to commit the Dream Coil, and that Fatal Bonds, man, it completely wrecks the Viper as the Largo continues to strum along his banjo. And he's going to be fine. Healing himself. Panto TPing, Yatoro TPing in as they look towards the Largo, and Yatoro transforms into the Largo himself and starts leading him to a pop. Amphibian Rapture is good, but it doesn't heal all that much, so Yatoro does get the kill. Bushwhack off the mark. Not the Bushwhack, the Sharpshooter. And look at that Rue, he tried to steal it, but not successful in doing so. Will he live? No, he dies in the base to the Witchblade. Lorinov gets the credit for the kill. Away, Mira. In a very good spot to break the smoke. They've got a Observer Ward on the high ground as well. Nightfall's going to be the one who shows himself first, but instead they find Lorinov. The blink is there from Rue, and they're going to burst the puck down. They get the kill. Yatoro is the one who finds it. Break out onto the PA. The BKB is gone thanks to the Viper Strike. The evasion was gone thanks to the Viper Strike. BKB is lost as well. He popped it while dying, and well, he does find Collapse. But at the end of the day, Team Spirit actually come out on top. Probably amping up the puck's damage by a lot. Now, if the Largo is also there in the area of the Dream Coil, he's also going to be doing damage thanks to the Axe. Although, speaking of the Largo, he is dead. Rue finds him with the Vendetta. Oh, Stampede's out. They want to try and find WS. WS dispelled by his own Catchy Lake as Yatoro turns into the Frog. And the Frog bites the dust. Oh, Stampede in the mid lane as they want to try and find Lorinov. Lorinov, though, gets away with the Blink, although Rue goes in with the Blink. There is the Viper Strike. Carapace as well. Lorinov, can he live? There's the AWP, but it's not enough. Although Nightfall coming in on the PA, he eliminates one. Rue is down for the count, and man, that Bushwhack looked really, really good. But the damage, it's lacking. Nightfall's gonna die. The Morphling finds the kill rather easily. WS in the meantime has eliminated 2, singing them the song of his people. You've heard of Bohemian Rhapsody, it's time for Amphibian Rhapsody, and it's also time for the Frog to go home. It's late at night, and he's gonna bite the dust. Lorinov comes back from the grave. Pipe is there. Takes Yatoro for the time being. He morphs a bit further into Agi. Himself the first set of frags. And, ooh, Loronov actually takes away the Aegis. That is kind of big. If they can get it disabled out, it'd be huge. There's a Dream Coil coming through. Panto's here, though. The Banish protects him from the Bushwhack. Yatoro's out. And look at this. Mirel, he found the Warlock. Kaori gonna be forced to drop the Golden Nightfall. Goes in, trying to save his position 5, but he needs to get the hell back out. Yatoro now turning into the PA himself. With the help of that Phantom Strike, goes in and takes down Nightfall. There is no buyback on the PA. 70 seconds as Kaori comes back into this game. WS doing his best with the Croak of Genius and the Amphibian Rhapsody in hell. That might actually be enough. No, the Morphling still somehow alive through it all. And Viper, he's got another Viper Strike with the Largo's name on it. As WS tries to get out of dodge, and well, he's fine, but they don't get any return kills. In fact, I heard Elix assassinate someone or something. Yeah, it was Mira who got taken out. Where is it? Can't really see it. Oh, wait a second though. They do find someone. It's going to be Kaori on the Warlock. No way to get out of this one. Collapse will find the kill. Replicate. I don't even know what they call it anymore. Well, Largo in some trouble. WS gonna be taken down here. All in all, it's just another frog in the wall as the puck also getting caught down by the Hex from Mirel. They kill off this Loronov puck, who's been such a nuisance through this game. And Team Spirit looking like they're about to take game number 3 here. Smoke coming in from Team Spirit. 2 minutes still remaining on the Aegis. Buyback forced out from WS. He's got himself the BKB, but Nightfall, he tried going in, but the Hex was there. The Viper Strike available as well. BKB gets popped. That's nice Fatal Balls coming in from Kaori with the Golem. However, Mira is gone. Nightfall will find one. It's only Panto on the Shadow Demon. And now Rue, with the help of the Axe Shot, manages to break Nightfall, but Nightfall blinks towards the Viper, but it's not enough. GG's get dropped. Nightfall's dead. No buyback. As Aurora, they're gonna tap out in game number 3. Team Spirit, 1 game away from taking this tournament and clinching the grand finals. Ranger. We are going to be playing the next Loronov this time.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Mirel continues to try and drag the wave, but Loronov does manage to hold it in place. While this is going on up top, they do find Rue trying to pull creeps, completely owning this matchup against the puck. While up top, Mars not doing as well as he'd like against this Wind Ranger. 15 and 5 compared to 25 and 6 as down bottom. They get Panto inside of Aurora. WS down bottom though. Yatoro making a bit of a go onto WS with the help of Rue. Catchy Lake is healing WS back up. He doesn't feel confident that he's going to survive. Another grappling hook is there from Yatoro, as he's going to be able to run down WS, but Rue takes the kill. Killing out the Blink Dagger. Great awareness coming in from Mirel. There could possibly be a gank attempted right around this time. Panto drops the Ice Vortex along with the Cold Feet. Nice snowball will buy Rue, or rather, excuse me, Panto some time. But Rue, he's also in a bad position now. And with the amp damage rune, Loronov going to get himself a double kill. And Kaori looking for the Shackle. He will find it. Mira's got the stun. Illusory Orb is going to time out Mirel. Waiting Rift to the high ground. They need another Disable, but it's not there. Mirel gets away. While Loronov gets off a lot of damage on the tier 1. Panto trying to run towards his Wisdom Shrine. Collapses here as well. Trying to get this Wisdom, and oh, Mira only gets skewered into the Wisdom Shrine, but they still get the Wisdom Shrine on the side of Spirit. And now Loronov, his TP actually cancelled as he stands in the Nether Toxin. He's not that easy to kill. Drops the Viper Strike. Stun comes out from the Cold Feet as Loronov is still somehow alive. And it's Team Spirit who are dying despite Loronov being totally out of position. However, Kaori looks like he will fall here. Collapse gets the kill. Loronov doesn't find the connection either, and it's a shield rune for him. Gonna be quite happy with that. Mirel trying to deny his tier 1. There's a Shackle coming in though, and they're gonna be able to find Mirel off the back of this little mistake that he's made. Didn't really anticipate the Shaman being there, even though he's not been showing on the map for a while. It's down bottom, Yatoro. Oh man, this Frog Stomp is just annoying the living crap out of him. He could not get off the, what's it even called? The Raptor Dance. Scoury drops the Blood Grenade. There's the Hex coming out from the Shaman, but the Raven's Veil is there. Catchy like to dispel. No, nothing got dispelled. The crit was procced, so he doesn't have anything to work with. In the meantime, WS trying to run away. But there's the Arena coming in from Collapse. Spear's gonna be here as well as Aurora. They are gonna lose 2 down bottom. Kaori overextending a little bit on the support. Choro's gonna have to be particularly careful on the Kez. Smira has the Vendetta. He is walking through the range of the Sentry Ward though. But it doesn't really matter because Kaori is here as well, and that's not something Yatoro accounted for, so he's gonna fall. Catchy Lake does the work. WS gets another kill in his pocket. Huge fan of these Vipers who keep building auras. I feel like the right thing to do on this hero is just get yourself an Aghanim Scepter, make life easier as Kaori. Not a third time. The TP is coming in from Collapse, however. There is going to be an Arena, and Ru has shown up to the party as well. Nice Ice Blast coming through, secures 2 quick core kills. The Viper and the Largo both gone, and Kaori in some trouble here. Buck trying to chase down the Shadow Shaman. Yatoro is there as well on the Kez, and Kaori nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He will eventually be bought down. There's a Grappling Claw. Hex laid out by the Shaman, but he's gone. And yeah, he's gone.
That's it.
Dire are scanning.
Here though, when the Vendetta catches out Yatoro, Yatoro is just dead. That extra move speed coming in from the Vendetta, or rather the Scuttle Facet, really helping him out here. And there's another Hex out onto Panto. Panto gonna be falling as Aurora. They don't want to lose this Grand Finals in 3-1. They are making moves, and so far not looking that bad. 4K net worth lead for them.
Dire's
Mira here on the Nyx Assassin. The stun is there, preventing the spear from coming out. As Panto, he does drop the Ice Blast, connects onto the Wind Ranger, but this gank has gone horribly wrong for the side of Aurora. Excuse me, for the side of Team Spirit. So they will lose one.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
There's Ru. So it's gonna break. They run into Mira, but Mira's got the blink. Gets out on the Nyx. However, the Dream Call's there, and they should be able to find the kill with the help of the tag team. Morel's the one to pick it up. Kaori comes in, though. Does have the Serpent Wards if need be, but no, he's just going to drop the Shackle. The Viper Strike is here. WSTP's in, and that's going to be a kill left for Lorinov. Finds it rather easily on the Viper. And that's going to be the Viper of Insight done, 16 minutes in. Nightfall as well, closing in on that BKB. Going to be up very, very soon. Oh, in the mid lane though, Mira catches out Panto. As they're just going to leave him for dead. Yatoro is going to try and get out of dodge here. So we're really starting to mount up the pressure. Oh, mid lane though. Looks like they found just the target. And he's just taken away from the Largo. Do they go back in for round number 2? Yes, they're going to commit the Arena. The Ravens' Veil is there. They drop the Walrus Punch, and despite the pipe, it's not enough. WS will fall as Team Spirit quickly take control back of this game. Tier 1 potentially in some trouble now. There's Ru. Goes in with the Walrus Punch, but Mira gets out with the Carapace and the Vendetta. Silver Ward dropped as well as Lorinov will commit the Viper Strike for the Mars. Collapse trying to run away. There's the Shackle coming in, holding Ru in place, but it's Nightfall. He's the one with the Shackle shot. Connects onto 2. It's going to be both Collapse and Panto dropping, as he lines them up perfectly. The Team Spirit have no idea what hit them. One more level, or rather one more creep, and he will have enough XP to get the level 2 Arena. It's Mira though, the one to break the smoke as he turns towards Yatoro, but he doesn't have the damage. Silence by the Waning Rift. He'll be taken down, and so will be WS, who got caught out in the arena. Nightfall looking for a shackle. He does find it. It's on to the Tusk and the Kez, although now Yatoro turns around with the Raven's Veil. The silencers there on the wind range just spear a bit off the market, only spears back Lorinov. While Mirel looking for more, looking for Kauri, but he gets shackled. There's the focus fire coming in from Nightfall. In the meantime, Collapse gets taken out on the Mars as Mirel trying to get back out. Windrun expiring. He could have gone back in here if Nice end up being the recipient of the smoke. And Mirel, yeah, he's gonna get the party started on him. Kauri in some trouble. They even commit the Dream Coil. They really want to find the Shadow Shaman as, yeah. Shaman falls. Mirel gets the credit for the kill. But Nightfall is out of there. Mioli now done. And look at Yatoro and Rue. They're still smoked up. They could find more. They spot out Mira. There's the wall response reflected by the Carapace. Snowball's there though, and along with the Talon Toss, they've got enough damage to find the kill. He's trying to run away, and so is Mirel. As Rue will be the one who breaks the smoke, looking to blink away, but no, he delays it by a bit too much. Ends up getting caught anyway. Falls. Aurora. Not the target they were looking for, but given how things were going, hoping to maybe catch someone off guard, and that someone might just be Panto. Panto in some trouble. They're gonna just commit the Serpent Wards and get the kill. That is huge. And Team Spirit are smoked up. Do they see him though? That's the question. There are no sentry wards around. Collapse. He pops the dust. They spot the Nyx, and they're gonna get the kill. Panto still under the cover of the smoke, however. And well, they are also going to get the D-ward on this Clifford. So I never knew the Gunpowder Gauntlet actually makes that sound. Feels like a recent addition. This mid lane, Kauri, Blink is there, but the phase shift was there from the buff. Oh no! He actually doesn't jaunt down, he actually waits to pop the coil. Snowball save is there, however, from Rue. Serpent Wards get committed as well. Yatoro looking to show up to the fight. He goes in, looking towards the Viper, who is hit by the Ice Blast. As Yatoro pops the Raptor dance, and Nightfall has to be careful. He does get the wind run now, but there's a lot of stacks of the Kazrai Katana on him. Hexes out onto the Kez. The Frog Stomp, along with the Bohemian Rap, or excuse me, the Amphibian Rhapsody, helps them get the kill. They do find the Kez. Collapse surviving on a sliver of HP. He gets away. In the meantime, Nightfall did die out to the damage coming in from Mirel. But Team Spirit, they have lost 3. While they themselves found 2. He's got himself the Chrysalis now, so if Kez is ever out of the Shoto side, and he doesn't have it, then he could fall. Mira caught underneath the coil. They found Nightfall too, but they're just going to settle for the next assassin first. Go for the easier kill. The Shackle is beautiful, but there's the arena catching out multiple heroes. The Ice Blast as well. Time for the Blink Dagger coming in from Panto. Everyone is clipped by it, and it's time for Aurora to duck tail and run. They've lost 2, and Team Spirit will have this Roshan. Or have I spoken too soon? Because given the position they're in, they're not going to have any sentries. Mira in some trouble potentially. He does find Yatoro, but Yatoro, even though he's hexed up, he's got some backup. He's not going to die just yet. Collapse flying back as he's taken out the ones. BKB Raptor Dance connecting onto multiple heroes, but there's the Shackle. The BKB is run out. Yatoro is going to fall. They get the kill on the Kez. And now Team Spirit, it's time to run. Mirel blinks away. WS still chasing Rue though. The Amphibian Rhapsody doing its work as, okay, Kauri dropping low. They do find the Tusk. Maybe Mirel can find the kill before blinking away. Yes, he can, but he does fall in the end. WS doing a lot of damage in these fights with the Amphibian Rhapsody. With the full Daedalus now. As Yatoro still needs a fair amount of gold before he gets to that MKB, and they've got Rue in the mid lane. Rue in trouble. Shackle Shot and Focus Fire is there. The Ice Blast flies through, but no follow-up. Mirel. Oh. Dream Coil out only onto Mira. In the meantime, Panto gets shackled by Nightfall and bought down. Look at this, Aurora. Minute and a half remaining on the Aegis. They want to try and go high ground here. Collapse. Looking for the spear. He actually points too. That's a sick one coming in from him. And Nightfall is in so much trouble. Lorinov pops the BKB, gets away. Rue, however, dropping low. There's the Raptor Dance coming through. They find Nightfall the once. And despite that extremely amazing initiation coming in from Collapse, it only does so much. WS slowly healing everyone back up with the help of the Amphibian Rhapsody and the Island Elixir. However, Mymac is out from Rue. They want to try and fight this here Team Spirit now that the Aegis is gone. They managed to protect their tier 3, and they don't give up a set of frags. This collapse. He's found someone. It's going to be Kaori, but Kaori gets off the Hex, trying to run away. Collapse. Does have a spear. There's the shackle coming through, but it doesn't matter. The Shaman will fall eventually. That yes, they are together, they are 5, and they're looking to make a play. WS, well aware, down with the program. He's got the A on disc, so it will proc here as it reveals multiple heroes, but no! Kezi got caught. There's a snowball save, however, saving him from the Hex and the Shackle, and now Yotaro going in, looking for a target. Collapse is dead, however, and Yotaro still hasn't managed to kill anyone. The Raptor dance coming through. He still hasn't found a kill. The Scads, he's getting controlled, he's getting kited. WS will get himself a double kill. And Spirit, one by one, like a stack of dominoes, are falling as this Largo sings them the song of his people, or his creatures. Finds himself a triple kill. Look at this smoke card from the side of Team Spirit. They're not the one to sit in base and wait for the fight to come to them. Instead, they take the fight to the enemy. Mirel goes in with the Shiva's Guard, spots out 3, and they're going to try and make a move for Nightfall. Try and take away the Aegis. That's round number 1 gone. Falcon Rush on cooldown, however, as he looks towards WS. Ice Blast flying through. Can they actually take down Nightfall a second time around? They're trying. Collapse is dropping low, though. Yotoro's run out of the BKB. There's the spear coming through. They will find Nightfall. He's down, but it's going to cost them all their cores. In fact, it cost Team Spirit all their heroes. The Tusk is also going to fall. It's a full 5-man wipe as they tunnel vision on Nightfall. And Aurora, well, they can just walk it down mid. They've got Serpent Wards. Excuse me. No. BKB and Spear. Out onto Mira. Quick TP out coming in from Collapse as well, as they're happy with the pickoff that they found. 4,000 HP on the Largo. He is one tough nut to crack. As look at Kaori, goes in, drops the Serpent Wards, pop the Refresher off, but he's not going to get a chance to pop the second Serpent Wards. He will be taken down before he has the chance to do so. Nice arena coming in from Collapse. They do find Rue, but Rue's got the buyback. And look at Yotaro on top of Nightfall, but the Shackle, it connects once again. Nightfall, he finds the Kez. Refresher, BKB, but it's not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, Aurora, they're not going to take it lying down. We are going to be going to a game 5 as Rue's going to fall. Mirel buying back, but he's the only core alive alongside Panto to try and hold on to this base. Ice Blast coming online soon, but there is no Dream Coil. And WS healing everyone back up while Lorinov does the dirty work trying to seize. They're going to try and make a move for Nightfall again. Nice catchy lick coming in from WS. Repositions Nightfall to a better place. And Panto gets taken out. GG's get dropped. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to game 5.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Aurora game. Victory.
You've got a lot of good things against the Timbersaw. I feel like it's not the most Timbersaw favored matchup, although Timbersaw does fit the bill of being one of the things that you're really weak to as Gyro. As up top, WS finds the first blood. Surprised by how little this hero does when you're on even farm with him. There's Nightfall. Tries to protect his Phoenix, but they are unable to do so. Collapse collects the kill with the Whirling Death, and that's going to go a long way towards helping his case against the Gyro. Hoodwink. Doing well so far in terms of levels. Rel. Double braces online for him. Up top, though, they end up losing the Medusa. I'm not too sure how.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This mid lane, Mirel getting dove a bit here by Lorinov. Mirel dropping very low. As Lorinov continues to apply the pressure. Bushwhack a bit off the mark by Mira, although the Acorn shot is there. 2 more right clicks will do it. The blood grenade comes in from Mira, and that gets them the kill.
Dragon could have chosen anyone.
As Lorinov, it's level.
Dire
Wisdom Shrine's about to spawn. Nightfall just casually drops the call down onto Collapse. But guess what? The heroes are here. AUORA, they show up in swords to try and contest this Wisdom Shrine. There's Nightfall making his way towards the Wisdom Shrine. Rue is here. He's trying to go for the banish play, but they're well aware of the possibility. And Rue, well, it's going to be found by the Bushwhack, taken down by Nightfall. Able to find the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, mid lane, Panto, or rather, excuse me, Rue gonna get caught out on the Shadow Demon. It's taken down by Kauri. Level 5 now on the Phoenix. Nice.
Radiant are scanning.
And well, looks like Team Spirit, they are going to be able to find at least one kill here. WS not going to make it easy for them as he is playing the song, but it's not enough. Rue shows up and with the Disseminate, got enough damage to take down the Frog and get an even bigger lead. Panto continues to stack the Ancients for Yatoro. However, in the mid lane, they managed to find Morel on the Dragon Knight. Collapse did show up to try and help, but he is all alone. And there's a Regen Rune still going here for the Storm. They can keep chasing. Bushwhack connects. There's the disruption coming through, but Collapse is dropping low, burning to the Sunray. And Lorinov zips forward and finds the kill with the Regen Rune still going on. It's Lorinov, very reminiscent of a young Slamel. Be bothersome. Although he does get out on time, they might just settle for Rue on the Shadow Demon. They see him, and there's Lorinov going forward. There's Mira. Let's lose the Sharpshooter. They get the Demonic Purge off onto Lorinov. That removes the Shield Rune, but I don't think that makes that much of a difference. Does not get caught by the Bushwhack. They want to try and protect this Wisdom Shrine. Yatoro is here on the Medusa, and he is the one who gets it. Call down drop. As Nightfall, well, he'll watch Mira die. That's a very small price to pay to try and contest the Wisdom Shrine potentially. Also cost Spirit the Moonlight Shadow, so they don't have those. Croak of Genius at the ready as well. And look at AUORA, they're looking to go in here. WS drops the Frog Storm, and there's no way you're gonna get away from this egg. Now that I think about it, actually, the Frog Storm's really good at protecting the egg against melee heroes, and well, Team Spirit, but something to keep in mind as the game goes on. Yatoro has to be careful here. There's Lorinov coming in on the Storm. However, going for Yatoro might be a bit of a mistake. Panto goes forward, the root connects, but he is just burning to the Phoenix. And now Yatoro's running out of mana as well. He needs help. And guess who's just showed up? It's Collapse on the Timbersaw. Here to try and clean up the party. Looking to go forward, but yeah, closing in on that Aghanim Scepter. And look at this, Lorinov zipping forward. He wants to find Yatoro here on the Medusa. He's got enough mana for the Vortex. There is the call down coming through from the Gyro as well. The disruption's not going to be enough as Yatoro gets taken down. Head once again. Oh, down bottom. Timbersaw getting caught out. There is the Sharpshooter coming through from Mira. Managed to buy some time, but it's not enough. Kauri will get the kill, and Shadow Demon just TPs out. Rue, not feeling too safe, gets away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The Moonlight Shadow comes through. Panto in some trouble. Nightfall finds him with the help of that BKB. Lorinov TPs down bottom. Maybe find Collapse. He sees the Lotuses disappearing, and he understands that Collapse, he is trying to go for those Lotuses. Now he is here on the Phoenix. There's the Vortex coming through, cancelling out the Timber Chain as Collapse in some trouble, trying to get away with the Timber Chain, but he is going to fall eventually. There's a Sharpshooter coming through from Mira. There's Rue. Uh-oh. In some trouble here. Shadow Demon dying to the sound of the banjo. I wish the Aghanim Scepter just made it so that the Lagos song just sounds like unholy screeching. Top, Morel, BKB TP out even though Nightfall's on the enemy team. He's learned well. Lorinov is a hero that they can kill because Collapse exists in the game. He's a Timbersaw. They're gonna have to see the Largo first, and they see him and decide it's not worth trying to go for him. Instead, it's gonna be Lorinov who gets the initiation. Storm Spirit zipping in, he spots out Collapse. Collapse in some trouble. Amplified damage actually dispelled by the Largo. And while it's going on, Morel just ends up dying. Medusa with the Stone Gaze, but pulled by the Vortex, getting burnt by the Sunray as a disruption comes through. In the meantime, the SD just dies with the Flak Cannon, and the Song from the Largo, the Amphibian Rhapsody, deals too much damage, and Yatoro's gonna fall as well. Team Spirit, they're gonna lose 4 outside the base. A triple kill for Nightfall. This game not looking like it's gonna go Spirit's way, folks, if I'm being perfectly honest. No, in the meantime, Collapse caught trying to sneak away from the Radiant jungle. Yatoro though getting caught out by the Vortex, and the damage coming in from the Giant was just a bit too much here. Yatoro caught despite the banish. It comes through, the Sunray is there along with the egg. They take down this Medusa. Yatoro dead for 60 seconds without buyback, and Team Spirit all huddled up inside their fountain. A new strange feeling for them, losing games in this fashion, but looks like AUORA, they managed to do just that. This new and revamped lineup showing a lot of promise. As Collapse goes in on the Timbersaw, looks towards Nightfall. Nightfall's got the Satanic, however. Morel tries going in, drops the Dragon Tail, but then he gets caught by the Vortex. Sunray upon him as Lorinov is just cleaning up house. It's going to be a double kill for WS, and final set of frags is also going to be falling here. And well, it seems like the couple of changes that they've made in their roster have worked out wonders for them. Scythe of Vice now done for Mira on this Hoodwink, flying out on the courier as they make a move for Yatoro. Yatoro trying to run away, no Stone Gaze available. There is the Banish coming through the disruption. Buys some time, but Panto is gone, dead and buried. No buyback whatsoever. Medusa's gonna die a second time. And GG is called. AUORA are your Fissure Universe Episode 8 winners. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Apologies for the lull in casting. It's 4:30 a.m. here, and it's been a long day, but gonna get some sleep now. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you hear, you can find my social media in the description. And that's it for today.